thought we'd show a little bit here of the tunnel portals. Have two of them ready to go, along with some of the retaining walls, and this is the result. I painted it pretty much following Woodland Scenic's instructions on their website. Went fairly well. Did a wash just like they did. The only thing they show it diluted their earth pigment, which I happen to have, but I'm sure you could use any acrylic paint, anything you have, even the cheap, Walmart type stuff you could use. I'm sure they say their stuff's especially formatted. I don't know if it really is, but I had it, so I used it. And I put a wash of the stone gray, and then I actually sealed it like they said with the Scenic Cement, and then I put a black wash through it to get it in kind of the nooks and crannies. Before I did that, I did distress it a little bit. Don't know how visible it'll be, but I did come through and kind of nick up the casting a little bit, because over time things are going to get damaged. Nothing survives outside without damage. So I went ahead and distressed it, just nicked it a little bit with some nippers and chunks, and got some chunks taken out of it here and there. And then sealed it with the Scenic Cement, which is basically, I guess, really just a matte covering on it, which you probably could use matte medium. You probably could even use perhaps diluted Mod Podge or something like that. It looks like all they wanted you to do was, or all they recommended was just to put a matte sealer on it. And then the only other thing that I did that they didn't recommend was I actually went in and dry brushed it with some Vallejo chalk white paint, full strength but dry brushed. And it's kind of subtle, but I kind of like the way it looks. It kind of brings out some of the highlights. I don't know how well it'll show up, but if you see the certain areas where it looks like it might be, that's actually paint. Again, it's real subtle. It's just dry brushed on, but I think it comes out fairly well. I like the way the portals turned out. And there's the top. You can see some more of the distressing that was done to the portals. So these are both done, ready to go. Kind of show a little in progress here. Trying to get some work done, figuring out how we're gonna do this. More to come on this probably later on when I get some more of this done. But that's gonna be the tunnel, and then over to right back there. So obviously this side has to be formed yet. And I do have, like I said, I also did get some of the Woodland Scenic's retaining walls. I'm going to use some of these for this tunnel portal here. So, and I painted those the same way as I did the other ones. So, nope, didn't fall down. I just laid it down so I don't knock it over when I'm working. So, all right, so a little bit more to come a little bit later on. We get an update later in the day. All right, quick update. Actually got a lot of darn carving done. Doesn't seem to look like much, but there's the first shot of the tunnel portal. Kind of what we're thinking of doing there. Kind of got that shaped a little bit. Not finished yet, obviously. Still got quite a bit of work to do back there. Got to figure out if we're going to line the tunnel or how far to line the tunnel, etc., etc. But that's roughly what that's going to be. And didn't do a whole lot back there. Just formed it a little bit. And that part's been formed and kind of got this working kind of the way I want it. Again, the center section is being out just until we get the roads done so we can reach from the inside there. But did get that formed. Over on this side, just got this started back there. It's not done yet. I don't know how it's going to tie in, but we'll see. But this little bit here is going to be the road that comes up to CP97. Got that started. And got some Monster Model Works concrete sheets in there. They're kind of nice. That's the CSX guy coming up to kick me and Steve out of the train watching spot. These are just little cracked concrete sheets. Pretty nice. So we'll put those in there. And maybe put one more, because there used to be a little bit more concrete up here. It's really in bad shape. This is where there used to be the Newark Central Station. And if you went up this way on the railroad, up here, the nickel plate there, the NS, the nickel plate station was. And got this area formed here. Here's a bag full of full of foam droppings. So that's all set. Again, this is going to be a path along here, but the general slope down from the tracks. Kind of started things along here a little bit. Didn't do a whole lot back in this area. Just kind of started. Get a feel for things. And so this has been cut probably pretty much the way it'll be. Might change things a little bit, but there's not a whole lot you can do here. I do got to figure out where to put the abutments in for the bridge and whatnot. And right now that piece is just kind of laying there right now. There's a speaker being covered, so that's going to be the look down the road into Lake City. Got this side cut. This is going to be that Monroe Models bridge. That should be here this week sometime. Over here, this is just some of the Woodland Scenic Shaper sheet. I just want to try it. That's just kind of sitting there right now, just to kind of see if it is easier than foam, or just another option to use in foam. And then got this area started to get formed here, and of course got to fill in the gaps there and whatnot. And then again, the portals are just sitting there right now. I guess I got to figure out how to, if I want to line the tunnel. And that gaping gap that'll be filled, the pieces are down there. I just had it out for now. And the thought is that we'll make this here removable for access to the tracks if needed. So that's how I'm not exactly sure yet, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. And there's that portal, a little retaining wall. So again, that's not done yet. It's going to be fixed up. And then I got this pretty well shaped. In here is for some of the gaps. I was reading on the liquid nails, it says they can fill gaps up to 3/8 of an inch. So to me that sounds like a dare. So I said, oh, okay, I'll try it. So I just put some in there just to see how that works. And this is coming over. Didn't do a whole lot here, but I do like, some folks had some really good ideas for a pond down there. And why didn't I think of that? So all the guys that suggested it, thanks. That's probably what we're going to do now. So still have the road coming over up into the yard, and then a smaller type pond or marshy area or something. Again, fed perhaps by an underground stream is what was suggested, or maybe even have some type of culvert come out with water coming out that drains from the railroad or something like that. So that might work. That might work, and the rest is just a mess. So did put in a couple, not finalized yet, but a couple sections of retaining walls just for some visual variety. And back there's a mess, so don't look back there. Don't look back there. Oh, sorry. A lot of work to do back there yet. And still got to fill in around here. What I'll probably use is maybe a sheet of that plaster cloth just to kind of fill that in. And I want to put little ditches there for the right away and whatnot. Do that, kind of get that stuff filled in. Have another little section of retaining wall there. Just got some fast and final around it now. Didn't sand it. Did buy some paint today. Want to get it all painted. Once this kind of stuff all dries up, give it a coat of paint just to get an idea how things look. So that's pretty much where we are. I just want to get this up real quick. Kind of get this back on the Sunday night, Monday night update. During the holiday, we were doing stuff for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and whatnot. So we'll get back to the regular, hopefully once a week. And I know things are going to get busy. I'm already getting some emails from work about things that have to happen right away. So we'll see how the first couple weeks go. But getting there. A lot of work. And this took me a lot longer than I thought, to be honest. And it doesn't look like much. You look at it, you go, yeah, okay, well, did it take you an afternoon? But this took a long time. Well, anyway, not that I'm the fastest person, but it did take a while to get it done. So, but I want to get this area pretty much done. We still got to figure out what we're going to do back here for the branch line, and then we want to get this done back in here. Get this all done so I can do that, and then move out and start doing the front part here, and likewise here. Figure out what we're going to do there. Get it installed. Get it, again, probably put some plaster those plaster sheets for the road, give a nice smooth base, then actually get the road in. And they might have to build that bridge pretty soon, but we're getting there. Get a coat of paint on it, might look like something at least. So that's pretty much it for this this little update. Shouldn't be too terribly long, and then we'll get back on our Sunday, Monday schedule. So again, those thanks for the ideas over there. I think that the pond over there might work out pretty darn good. So I'm looking forward to thinking about that a little bit and making that work. So once again, thanks a lot, everybody, and have a great week.